An AOPA ambassador will be performing at Sun and Fun next week. Mike Goulian this year is celebrating 30 years as an airshow pilot, and he'll be ripping things up in his extra. AOPA editor-at-large Dave Hirschman had a chance to get to know Goulian a little better in an interview with a twist.
Pilots need to think quickly and clearly, but how about upside down while flying in formation? Watch airshow pilot Mike Goulian answer some tough questions while hanging from the straps over his native New England.
When did you join AOPA, and what is your AOPA number?
Hey, so my AOPA number is 105-8365, and this makes me feel kind of old because I actually joined AOPA in 1990. I was probably about 20 years old then, and I still feel like I'm 20, but I guess I'm not looking at the date on my card.
Who's the best pilot you've ever known, and who influenced you the most as a pilot?
So I probably learned the most from my dad, and not that my dad was like the most amazing pilot there ever was, but what he taught me was to be really comfortable in the air and feel the airplane. He was so relaxed when he flew, and that's kind of what I try to do now is I try to let the airplane, it sounds a little cliche, but let the airplane talk to me.
And what's your airplane telling you now?
I can tell you what the airplane's telling me now is that it's the middle of the winter and I haven't been doing a lot of aerobatic flying because my head hurts.
And what's the dumbest thing you ever did in an airplane?
When I was a kid, I actually taxied my very first pit special into a helicopter dolly. It was really pretty dumb. I was looking left and going right, and pretty stupid. My dad he was so disappointed that I just was being so careless, you know. I called him on the phone. He wasn't at the airport, and he picked up. I said, "Dad, it's me." He said, "Yeah, what'd you do to the pits?" It's like, well, how did you know that I did something big? He's like, why else would you call me on a Sunday afternoon? I'm watching the Patriots.
And what's the funniest thing you've ever seen while flying?
We were in the King Air at JFK back a long time ago, and there was an Alitalia 747 that landed, and we watched him land and bounce probably 15 feet back in the air, and he went by our windshield level, and I could hear the JFK controller say to the Alitalia, "Hey, can you make the next turn off?" And all you could hear was the guy in an Italian accent saying, "Negative, negative." It was quite funny.
I wonder what your favorite aerobatic maneuver is and whether you'd show it to us.
Well, boy, I'll tell you what, I love to do all kinds of aerobatic maneuvers, but the one that every kid just loves to see is a big old loop, because the airplane gets so far up in the sky and make a big, huge circle. I can see my own smoke trail, a little weightless on the top, coming back down the bottom. And it's what every kid wants to do is a loop-de-loop. And I have to tell you, when you're inspiring kids, that's the maneuver you want to show them.
Amazing stuff. In addition to Sun and Fun, Goulian will be flying in the Red Bull Air Race in San Diego, April 15th and 16th. We'll be there with coverage of the race, and if you're interested in more about Mike, you can read it in the upcoming issue of Flight Training Magazine. He is an amazing guy, I got to say. He's fun to be around, and thanks, Mike, for your participation with us and kind of a fun interview that way.
That's a really fun story. I enjoyed that.